How you doing, guys? Steve here once again. Wanted to talk to you guys today about low blood sugar, also known as hypoglycemia. Now, I'm sure every one of us have come across low blood sugar multiple times in our lives, when we're not exactly sure what it is or what's happening, but there's a lot of symptoms that come into play, which I'd like to share with you today. Now, low blood sugar or hypoglycemia can result in excessive sweating, excessive hunger, fainting, fatigue, lightheadedness, shakiness, nausea, vomiting, mental confusion, unresponsiveness, anxiety, that's a big one, blurred vision, headache, irritability, another big one, heart palpitations, another big one, pins and needles, tremor, slurred speech, and unsteadiness. Now, the reason why I want to bring this to your guys' attention is because when I know with my personal experience with depression and anxiety, I don't have much motivation to eat. But eating keeps your blood sugar high enough, which can prevent some of these symptoms. So, if say you're depressed and you have excessive hunger, you could have low blood sugar. So eating properly and eating right will eventually balance that out. Now, fatigue also goes along with depression. Fatigue could have a huge role with your diet. Getting the right nutrients, getting the right amount of vitamins, that's definitely plays a role in fatigue. Now, weakness also comes along with depression. Also comes along with your low blood sugar. These all go hand in hand. Mental confusion, anxiety, irritability, and unsteadiness are all symptoms of depression. So if you're out there, you're not eating properly, you're not eating as much as you should be, you're not eating healthy, and you are depressed, even though it's extremely hard for some of us who are extremely depressed to eat, and especially when we finally get to eat healthy, it could be a key factor on our healing process. Now, the same symptoms that follow along with anxiety that coincide with low blood sugar, you have things such as excessive sweating. If your heart's racing, your fight or flight syndrome system is rushing up and down, your body will sweat. It's a natural reaction. Same thing with your low blood sugar. Now, these all coincide. Fainting. If you get very anxious, your epinephrine or norepinephrine are going back and forth. I've seen people faint from being at a high anxiety level. Shakiness. Your adrenaline's rushing. You're shaking. You can't calm down like this. Can also come from low blood sugar. Nausea, vomiting, mental confusion, blurred vision, headaches, irritability, heart palpitation, pins and needles, tremors, slurred speech, and unsteadiness are all symptoms of anxiety. Are all the same freaking symptoms of low blood sugar. Now, what really bothers me is the side effects of the drugs we take to battle our depression and battle our anxiety. Some of the medications have side effects that coincide with hypoglycemia, such as excessive sweating, excessive hunger. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who complain when they're on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications, psychiatric medications, that you gain weight. I sure as hell have. You gain weight, and it's harder for you to lose weight. Some people will go the opposite end of the spectrum and say that they've lost weight and they're thankful for it on their antidepressant, but that's not necessarily healthy because you're probably not hungry and you're not eating and not getting the right nutrition, which can lead to anxiety. More side effects of the medications we take: fatigue, coincides with low blood sugar and depression. So it sucks that how do we know if our blood sugar's low or if it's because of our depression or if it's a side effect of our medication. Lightheadedness goes right along with your anxiety symptoms. Shakiness, weakness goes along with depression and anxiety. Nausea, vomiting, this is more of an anxious symptom, but it's also a side effect of our medications. It's also a side effect of low blood sugar. Mental confusion can come along with depression and anxiety. Unresponsiveness, depression, anxiety, low blood sugar. More side effects of drugs or anxiety. Blurred vision, headache, irritability, palpitations, tremors, slurred speech, and unsteadiness. So it's something that I've learned through my journey through depression and anxiety is I feel better after I eat. The amount of time after I eat that I feel better coincides with what I'm eating and how healthy it is. If I eat like crap, I feel it. You are what you eat. That's an expression. It's pretty true. I think it's pretty true. You gotta watch what you're eating, guys, and definitely eat. You have to eat when you're depressed, when you have anxiety, because you could be feeling symptoms of hypoglycemia. You could be feeling symptoms of low blood sugar, and you might think that they're symptoms of your depression and your anxiety when they're really a cause of your malnutrition, your lack of eating, or your excessive eating. A lot of us out there, we crave sweets and carbohydrates, and in the long run that's no good for us, especially when we're on a medication that causes us to gain weight. Carbohydrates, sweets, and all that will just pack on the pounds. So this is just a little bit of an informative message I wanted to get out there. Something that I've noticed that's definitely influenced me, and it's I know it's real hard, guys, to stay away from the sweet cravings and the carbohydrates and those cravings and stuff like that. It's difficult. On the flip side, it's a good thing that you're eating if you aren't. So definitely look into this, guys. See if when you're experiencing a symptom, think of the last time that you ate and what you ate, and try and learn from it. Anyways, guys, that's all I really have for you today and on this topic. Like I always say, guys, you keep your heads up, you keep fighting, you keep surviving, and we'll all get there. We're all going to get better. The harder and harder we fight. Love everybody. I'll talk to you guys soon.